Imagine waking up in the middle of a silent night. You look up at the sky, but something familiar, something that should be there, is gone. The moon. No silver light, no luminous orb hanging like the heart of the night sky. And in that moment, you don't realize that the world you're standing on is about to enter an era of chaos, where Earth loses what has kept it balanced for the past 4.5 billion years. But before we dive into this cosmic nightmare, drop a comment with the city you're watching from, and stick around until the end to discover what really happens when Earth loses its ancient guardian. The moon isn't decoration in the sky. It's the cosmic flywheel that stabilizes Earth's axis. It's the director of the tides, where the ocean's breath is orchestrated every single day. It's an ancient biological calendar that has guided life from primordial tides to modern civilization. But now, imagine this. A wildly speculative event, a cosmic collision, an orbital instability, or technology beyond our understanding causes the moon to escape Earth's gravitational embrace. From that moment forward, our blue planet will never be the same again. I'm here to take you through the science, the chaos, and the devastating timeline of what would actually happen if we lost our only natural satellite. This isn't science fiction. This is science extrapolation. And trust me, the reality is far more terrifying than any disaster movie. The sky changes in an instant. The moment the moon vanishes, night becomes absolutely black. No more reflected sunlight to help humans navigate. No more powerful tides. No more dim nights that humanity has relied on throughout history. The night sky suddenly returns to its true cosmic nature, cold, deep, and terrifying. We lose moonlight, nights become 50 times darker. We lose lunar cycles, countless animal species fall into disarray. We lose the lunar calendar, cultures, legal systems, and belief systems are thrown into chaos. But that's just the surface. The worst effects lie deep beneath the atmosphere. Earth's axis begins to wobble. Earth's axis tilts at approximately 23.5 degrees. How much it tilts determines how much climate we get. The moon stabilizes Earth's axis through its massive angular momentum. Without it, Earth's axis could oscillate an additional 20 to 40 degrees. Climate becomes wildly unpredictable. Seasons could stretch out or disappear entirely. Picture this. One year, New York could be as warm as Miami. The next year, buried under year-round snow like Siberia. A planet without a stable axis has no stable climate. And for a species that built civilization on predictable seasons, this is nothing short of apocalyptic. Tides go into paralysis. 80% of Earth's tides are generated by the moon. If we lose it, tides drop to 2 or 3 times weaker than normal. Coastal ocean currents weaken significantly, and seawater becomes stagnant. Coral reefs die. Sea turtles lose their navigation ability. Migratory fish can't find their way. Coastal ecosystems collapse like dominoes. Tides aren't just water moving up and down. They're the heartbeat of the ocean. And now, that heartbeat is stopping. Earth's day begins to shorten. Right now, the moon acts as a brake on Earth's rotation, keeping our day at 24 hours. Without that braking force, Earth gradually spins faster. Over millions of years, a day could shrink to just 19 or 20 hours. Wind speeds increase, storms become more powerful, weather patterns turn erratic and extreme. A faster spinning planet is a more violent planet. And we're just getting started. The oceans die. Food chains collapse. Weak tides trigger catastrophic changes. Algae blooms explode abnormally, creating massive dead zones. Sea surface temperatures fluctuate unpredictably. Global fisheries collapse. Seabirds and coastal animals face mass extinction. Here's the kicker. Half of Earth's oxygen comes from marine organisms. When the ocean loses balance, global oxygen levels drop. Humanity begins to suffocate, literally. This isn't a gradual decline. This is a cascading biological failure on a planetary scale. Superstorms become the new normal. Earth's wobbling axis creates massive temperature differences between the poles and the equator. Atmospheric currents shift direction. Storm belts expand dramatically. Category 5 hurricanes become routine. Extreme rainfall, flash floods, and dense tornado outbreaks become everyday events. Coastal cities gradually become uninhabitable. Without the moon, Earth enters an age of perpetual storms. Insurance becomes meaningless. Infrastructure crumbles. Governments struggle to respond. Civilization begins to fracture. From agriculture to trade, everything depends on stability. If seasons change unpredictably, winter could last 6 months, killing crops en masse. Prolonged heat waves accelerate desertification. Famine becomes a global crisis. Climate refugees flood across borders beyond any government's ability to manage. Civilization doesn't collapse from one disaster. It collapses from accumulated instability. And that's exactly what we're looking at here. Earth becomes a chaotic planet like ancient Mars. Without the moon to stabilize its axis, over millions of years Earth could tilt up to 60 degrees. Polar regions receive sunlight like the equator. Ice melts. Sea levels rise by hundreds of meters. Then the tilt reverses, poles freeze again. It's a cycle of boiling, freezing, repeating endlessly. No civilization could withstand this kind of planetary upheaval. This is what astronomers call axial chaos, and it's the reason Mars lost its atmosphere and became the dead world it is today. Plants and animals evolve into new forms. When seasons become unpredictable, life adapts or dies. Trees develop new survival strategies. Animals that depend on moonlight go extinct. Earth's biology enters an era of chaotic evolution. We might see species that live entirely hidden during the day to avoid climate instability. Species that migrate not by season but by signals from Earth's core. Species that reproduce based on solar tides instead of lunar cycles. Earth still lives. But not for us anymore. Humanity must leave the planet. After several thousand to tens of thousands of years, Earth becomes unlivable for humans. Chronic famine, declining oxygen, erratic climate, dead oceans, relentless superstorms. Advanced technology might help us hold on for a while, but not forever. Eventually, humanity realizes the truth. To survive, we must leave. Not because Earth is destroyed, but because it is transformed into a planet incompatible with the form of life we evolved to inhabit. Imagine someday in the distant future, massive cities covered by protective domes, underground agricultural zones, and in the sky above, no lunar shadow. Humanity looks up into the cosmos and understands. Earth was once perfect because the moon kept it that way. The mission to leave Earth begins. Finding a new planet or building massive space habitats becomes the species' primary goal. Memories of the moon become legend, a story of the celestial body that protected life for billions of years. Children born in space stations will never see a moon. They'll only hear stories. And perhaps, in those stories, they'll understand what we lost. Losing the moon isn't just losing a satellite. It's losing the safety anchor that allowed life to flourish. The moon isn't the only condition for a planet to have life. But on Earth, it's the reason life endured. Without the moon, Earth doesn't die immediately. It transforms powerfully, chaotically, unpredictably. Millions of years later, there might still be life, but not the kind of life that once looked up at the sky and dreamed of the stars. The universe doesn't destroy us with an explosion. It destroys us by changing small but critical things. And the moon, silent, quiet, overlooked, is exactly that small critical thing. So the next time you look up at the night sky and see that pale disk glowing softly above you, remember this. You're not just looking at a rock. You're looking at the reason you exist. The reason Earth isn't a frozen wasteland or a boiling hellscape. The reason seasons come and go with comforting predictability. The reason the oceans breathe. We owe everything to that ancient companion. And if it ever left us, we'd understand too late just how much we needed it. Thanks for watching. And if this opened your eyes to the fragile beauty of our cosmic dance, drop a like and subscribe for more mind-bending science. Until next time, keep looking up.